The social game is the end game. For years now, I searched for this one metric that, if I optimize it, would perfectly align with optimizing my health. There are many metrics that led more and more towards biological age and the reduction thereof as the closest vector I could find that optimizes all different aspects of health, with also the weights of the variables integrated into this function, which very fortunately is also a minimization function and not a function with a optimum range. Minimization and maximization functions are probably a little easier to think about, but now I think somewhat differently. While in theory, in the abstract realm, biological age, if measured correctly and in the same intervals and with maximum standardization of the measurements, just knowing that in the future you meet people that you respect but also want to impress, I think might be an even more potent vector. Up until this point in time, to have all things, including health, ready, to potentially be able to say, even though one doesn't, look how healthy I am, how hard I worked, how much I made out of my genetic potential. Of course, it's ridiculous, but it seems to work. But walking around the gym and people giving you compliments, not because you ask, but seemingly because they want to, probably is a more direct feedback loop. I also recently heard Mike Israetel talk about how he noticed that in his coaching, people initially said they wanted to improve their strength, their endurance, but eventually he came to realize that what they are actually trying to optimize is how they look. By optimizing how one looks, one has already a function that integrates all the different parts. One uses the internal visual assessment algorithm. How did Arnold Schwarzenegger know whether to train biceps, chest, or hamstrings a little more to achieve a more aesthetic physique? He used the internally housed visual assessment algorithm we all have that probably roughly correlates with health. One could try to come up with such a complicated algorithm oneself, but System 2 at the end of the day seems to have way less computational power compared to System 1. It's almost as if